In here joining us now. A lot of things going on this weekend, Chris. Outdoors, Taste of Charlotte. We got the Savannah Bananas at Bank of America Stadium. So people are going to want to know what to do, what to wear, besides the air.
Well, I'm an honest meteorologist, and I will just let you know that this is the type of forecast that, in my opinion, is maddening. The reason why is that Mother Nature is going to do as she does. So the reason why we're giving you windows of opportunity that storms can form. But I love the time that I can say, hey, like yesterday, it's going to rain most of the morning. It'll end by the early afternoon, cloudy most of the day, and we see some sunshine. That's fronts. That's predictability. That's a low. We know where it's going. But whenever you're this hot and this humid, all of a sudden, anything can pop up in one area. That it could pour in Matthews, but it's dry in Pineville. It could be torrential downpours in Huntersville, but you see nothing in Mooresville. So it just depends. That even close proximity it's a completely different forecast than what your friend down the road might have. So that brings up point number one. There are 3 points that I need to make here in our Impact Studio. Number one, hottest air of the year. Number two, the most humid air of the year. And number three, well, we're talking about storms. So let's go. So number one, the hottest air of the year is here, and the hottest air temperature we've actually hit, 88 degrees. That was back on April 5th. April 5th, believe it or not. The warmest day we actually got in May, 87 degrees, Jane. It's pretty crazy.
87, yeah. We were flirting with 90 there for a while. I thought we were going to reach it last month.
I think I brought this up while I was in here with you. I feel this is my most honest time because I have a little bit more time to breathe for it. Is that the 90-degree point is now maddening. I just want to get it over with because I think we've called for 90 twice and it was 87. I was like, come on. But that's why I am doubling down here. If I am, I don't know the right choice word that I could say on here, bamboozled again, and we only hit 87 or 88, that doesn't matter because I can still get away with saying this 100% will be the hottest feeling days that we've had because 89 and 90 will feel anywhere from 92 to 95 at the max, both today and tomorrow. So by far, just because of that mugginess that's going forward. So I want to show you some of the dew points. One lesson, if you're listening to my forecast, you're going to know this and you're probably going to get sick of me talking about dew points, but it literally is the best way to judge how we feel. A dew point at 65 is humid. A dew point below 60, it could be a little sticky, but it's still comfortable. Anything above 70, that's the air you can wear, the air you can't wear, and sometimes the days you need to be weather aware because it could pop up a shower and storm because it's prime storm fuel. That's also what we have. So words to describe these ranges, humid and muggy. I guarantee that that is the way it's pretty much going to be for 99% of the days going forward. Sometimes you get a nice little break here and there, but all in all, we're going to stay in that range. And I'll prove it to you. Here's the next 7 days of June. 67 to 71 are our dew points. So that is just that humid range. And then eventually there'll be some time in July, sometimes August, that these could get as much as 75 to around 79. That's that tropical air at that point. Now let's move on to point number two. It's humid, it's hot, we already know that. One other side note, these are the type of days that people actually get heat exhaustion without even realizing it because, hey, okay, 90, no big deal. It's not 95 to 100. Now, these are the days that maybe we're not used to it because I just need to take a poll. Has it been really the first time in a while that it was like, wow, this is really humid? Are you really noticing? Yeah, or just this week in general?
This week for sure. Like, oh yeah, it is humid.
It is humid. And that's also the thing is it's the case in point. You're starting to feel it. Today you're almost desensitized by it. You're really going to be feeling it, especially once we get close to about 90 degrees. So I just want to get that out there. If you're feeling thirsty, don't ignore yourself. Just drink water. That's the first tell sign. Your body's warning you if it starts to get to that point. Okay, so now for our severe weather risk. I broke it down where I have all of our 22 counties outlined for North Carolina and South Carolina. A low most likely means that we're just going to see pop-up thunderstorms. But we do have a low risk per the Storm Prediction Center. Saturday, the greatest risk, and then a kind of a split difference on Sunday. And I'm actually going to go through all of the rain chances that we have going forward here in 1 second, but some of the higher risk that we're seeing on Saturday especially is going to be outside chance that we see a little bit of hail. I think all in all, the biggest threats that we're going to see is going to be a gusty wind, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. So we have a low chance for large hail, but damaging winds, that's going to be our highest threat. And there's also an outside chance that we could have some flash flooding that's associated with this. Now let's go hour by hour. Hold on one second. I'm kind of rolling through.
You, no problem.
We're rolling. Hold on. Okay, let's get to it. Savannah Bananas. I know that's one of the biggest things. I'm personally going. Anyone else going here?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I put in for the lottery, both Kim and I, so we doubled down. And then Kim actually won the lottery, so I was like, all right, we're going. That's a huge event. The Knights are also in town. There's a lot of other things. Even if you're just going to the pub at 7, these could affect you. You have a chance for a shower and thunderstorm really anytime between about 2 and 9. Charlotte specifically, I think it's a little bit more so between about 4 and 8 o'clock, because I want to show you see a few showers and storms here and there, one that passed through the area according to this model, but there is a slight chance that we do have a little disturbance in the forecast right around the start of Savannah Bananas and the Knights game at 7 o'clock. So I need people just to keep that in the back of your mind. I'm hopeful. This is a very low chance because you saw how isolated those were. But I don't want people to get caught off guard. I'm not suggesting you to wear your rain jacket because that's crazy because it's how hot it's going to be. Don't do that. Don't be a rain jacket wearer. If you want to bring a pocket poncho, good for you. You're well prepared. For your Saturday forecast, I don't like the way that Futurecast is displaying this. I think you do have a chance for rain in the morning, but it barely has anything Saturday afternoon. It's saying, hey, nothing's really going to pop, and then maybe you could have a chance later on in the evening. I think it really depicts what I think Sunday is going to look like. Sunday, you see 2 o'clock, chance for a pop-up storm, and then 1 turns to 2, and 2 turns to 4. This is called a multi-cluster system, so a single storm can go into a cluster of storms, and if they start organizing themselves, they can turn into a line, and they can bow, and that leads to a greater wind threat. So even though we're only weather alert for one of the days this weekend, that doesn't mean you're not going to see some severe storms, because we can't go weather alert for every single day, because what happens during most summer days? You have a chance for a storm that could go severe.
Yeah.
We live here in the South. The last point I want to make, and I want to bring up our Futurecast one more time before I get to your 7-day forecast. This is called the HRRR, the HRRR as we call it. This picks up on the data per hour. It honestly hasn't been as trusty as it usually is, but it does pick up on trends. It has the same timing as before, but this one right here kind of shows a better example that storms are kind of near Mecklenburg County. They're near the 485 loop. Even if you hear thunder and you don't have anything directly, if you're out an outdoor event, they will move you indoors at Bank of America Stadium because it's that 30-30 rule. They have to wait 30 minutes until they don't hear thunder anymore to deem it safe, because it's up to 10 miles from the center of that storm that lightning can strike. There's also a slight chance that you could have some rain by tomorrow morning. I think most likely it's going to be patchy and dense fog. And then here's a better depiction of what I think Saturday will really look like, so I like this one better. This is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and I think any one of those single storms will have a better chance for hail, and then those are the ones I think could be the most severe because it's during the peak heating of the day. They're just very isolated. So this isn't your typical weather alert day that, hey, you have this window to this window. It's just that it's so hot and humid with the right sources that if it all stacks up, it could lead to a pretty bad storm. So we just want people to be weather aware through the weekend, through those moments. And Jane, you asked this question. Well, how do you get around it? Before 2. I think you're safe before 2. After 2 is where we have most of the activity. If you want to be safer, just do it in the morning, because I have seen some indications that something could pop as early as 1 o'clock. But before 2, most likely we're staying dry, because each day, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, you will have that general chance for a pop-up storm after that. After that, you're also going to look at a better chance for rain and storms on Tuesday, before we're back to the mid-80s, feeling like humid with a 20% chance for rain. That's pretty much a carbon copy of what you should see for this time of year for June's forecast.
Yeah, low mid-80s are going to feel like a big relief compared to what's happening, right?
Look at that spring breeze almost.
Spring breeze. Sure. All right. Thank you, Chris.
Any other questions?
Any
concerns?
questions,
Complaints?
No, I think that was a pretty comprehensive forecast over there.
Okay,
We're looking
well,
good.
thank you.
We're looking good.
Maybe I should do this for a living.
Well, you're in the business. You are in the business, and the right one. All right, appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. And so if you have weekend plans in the Charlotte area, now you know.
Before 2.
before 2, Saturday. Thank you. And we keep that in mind. I think I'm going to go to Taste of Charlotte.
Ooh, very nice. Good
Yeah,
idea.
check it